There are moments in life when the weight we carry inside feels heavier than anything we hold in our hands. Sometimes this weight is not made of objects, but of memories, words, or experiences that live quietly in our hearts. They sit there, not because we wish them to, but because somewhere along the way, we didn't know how to set them down. The human heart is soft, yet it holds on so tightly when it has been hurt. There is a tenderness in acknowledging this. It's not a weakness, it's a part of being alive. And yet there comes a gentle whisper inside that says, "You can let this go now." That whisper is not rushing you, it is not forcing you. It is an invitation to breathe again without the tightness that pain leaves behind. It can feel comforting in a strange way to keep the familiar weight close because it is what we know. Even when it causes hurt, it is still familiar. And sometimes the unknown, the idea of life without this hurt, feels like stepping into a space we cannot yet imagine. But the truth is, the moment we take that first step, a new kind of light begins to appear. It is the light of possibility, the light of our own freedom. Letting go is not about forgetting what happened. It is about deciding that it no longer has the right to live in your body, in your thoughts, and in your days. It is about creating space for something kinder to grow in its place. When we hold on to hurt, our bodies know it. Our shoulders may feel tense, our breath may grow shallow, and our sleep may become restless. The body speaks through discomfort, asking for release. Our minds replay the same images and words over and over, as though turning them around might change the past. But the past is not where our power is. Our power is here, in this moment, where we can choose a different thought, a softer feeling, a deeper breath. That choice, small as it may seem, begins the healing. The reason we hold on so long is not because we enjoy the pain. Often, it is because we feel that letting go might mean we are letting someone win or letting a wrong go unrecognized. But letting go is not about them. It is about us. It is about giving our hearts a home that is peaceful. It is about choosing to be free, even if the past remains unchanged. You can carry the lesson without carrying the wound. You can honor what you learned without dragging the hurt along with you. Inner freedom is not a distant dream. It is not something reserved for a chosen few. It is a birthright. It is a state of being where you can breathe deeply without feeling the pull of old chains. It is when your heart feels light and your mind no longer circles the same old story. Freedom is not just the absence of pain, it is the presence of peace. It is the way you feel when you are not waiting for the past to be different, when you are not expecting tomorrow to carry the same shadows. Think for a moment about what freedom would feel like inside your body. Maybe it is the release of tension in your neck and shoulders. Maybe it is the ease of breathing without a knot in your chest. Maybe it is waking up in the morning and feeling your first thought be one of hope instead of dread. That feeling is not imaginary. It is the natural state of your spirit when you are no longer bound by what hurt you. The heart is made to heal. The mind is made to learn and move forward. The soul is made to grow. Letting go is not an erasure of what has been. It is a shift in how we hold it. Pain that is held close hardens us, but pain that is acknowledged and then released becomes wisdom. That wisdom can live quietly inside us without poisoning our days. It becomes a teacher, not a jailer. Every time we release something that no longer serves us, we make more room for love, joy, and creativity to enter. The more space we make, the more life can pour into us. There is a soft power in the decision to release. It is not loud or dramatic. It is gentle, like loosening your grip on a rope you have been holding for far too long. At first, your hands may feel strange without it. They may even ache. But soon, you realize they are free to hold other things, things that bring you warmth and meaning. The space inside you that was once crowded with hurt becomes open for laughter, for gratitude, for moments of stillness that feel safe. The mind and body are deeply connected in this process. When we carry hurt, it shapes the way we stand, the way we breathe, and even the way we see the world. Releasing it is not only an emotional act, but a physical one. You can help yourself along by breathing deeply, stretching gently, and speaking words of kindness to yourself. The body listens. The cells listen. Now it's safe to heal. When you begin to taste that inner freedom, even for a moment, something changes. You realize that you are not your pain. You are not your past. You are a living, breathing soul with the ability to choose peace over and over again. And with every choice, that peace grows stronger. It becomes your new normal. And one day you look back and realize that the weight you thought you could never live without has quietly fallen away. You are lighter, freer, and more yourself than ever before. There comes a moment when the heart begins to feel the difference between holding on to pain and holding on to possibility. Pain feels tight, heavy, and unyielding. Possibility feels open, expansive, and alive. Shifting from one to the other is not about pretending the hurt never happened. It is about gently guiding your focus toward what can grow from this moment forward. The shift begins when you realize that you deserve a life that is more than just surviving. You deserve a life where joy can take root again. Releasing pain is not an act of weakness. It is the purest act of self-love. It is looking at yourself with kindness and saying, I no longer want to live in the shadow of what hurt me. You can honor your story without living in it forever. Every hurt you have carried has shaped you, but it does not define you. When you release, you are not discarding your past. You are transforming it into something that can nourish you rather than drain you. Think of a garden that has been left untended for too long. Weeds may have grown wild, crowding out the flowers. The soil may feel hard and dry. At first, clearing the weeds feels like hard work, and the garden looks bare. But in that cleared space, the sunlight reaches the soil again. New seeds can be planted. This is what happens inside you when you let go of hurt. You make space for light, for warmth, for something beautiful to grow. Sometimes we hesitate to let go because the pain has been part of our identity for so long. Without it, we may wonder who we are. But the truth is, we are so much more than our wounds. Beneath the hurt, there is a self that is whole and unbroken, a self that has always been there, patiently waiting for us to return. When we release, we are not losing who we are uncovering it. You can begin this shift with a simple daily practice. Each morning, place your hand over your heart and take a slow, deep breath. As you exhale, imagine the breath carrying away a little bit of the heaviness you have been holding. With each breath, you are teaching your body that it is safe to loosen its grip on the past. Over time, those small breaths create a powerful change. They make it easier to choose peace in moments when the old hurt tries to return. The act of letting go becomes even more powerful when we make it tangible. You might write down the thoughts or memories that have been weighing you down and place the paper somewhere safe. Then later release it, tear it, burn it, or bury it in the ground as a symbol that it no longer owns you. This simple act can feel like setting down a burden you have carried far too long. You are telling your mind and heart, this chapter is complete. I am ready for the next. The process does not need to be dramatic or rushed. It is a gentle loosening, a choice you make again and again until one day the grip is gone. And when that happens, you notice a lightness inside, a space where there used to be pain. That space is precious. It is yours to fill with things that lift you: laughter, kindness, creativity, and peace. There is a beautiful release that happens when we give ourselves permission to let go. It feels like opening a window after a long winter and letting fresh air fill the room. The stale heaviness begins to lift, replaced by something new and clean. The heart responds instantly to this change. It beats a little lighter, it trusts a little more, and it starts to believe in joy again. If you are ready to step into this space, you can help yourself with a simple exercise. Close your eyes and breathe into your heart space. Picture the hurt as a small, heavy object you have been carrying. See yourself placing it into a warm, glowing light, a light that is soft yet powerful. Watch as the light surrounds it, dissolves it, or carries it away. Feel the relief in your body as that weight disappears. Let yourself linger in this feeling, noticing how much more room there is inside you for something loving to take its place. To keep your heart moving in this new direction, you can speak gentle words to yourself each day. Words are powerful. They plant seeds in the mind. You might say, I choose peace over pain. I release the past with love. I am free to create my life now. These affirmations are not magic spells. They are reminders. They guide your mind back to the truth you are building for yourself. The more you repeat them, the more they become part of your natural thoughts. When you speak words of release, your body responds, your breath deepens, your shoulders soften, the tightness in your chest begins to ease. This is the mind-body connection at work. What you think and say shapes how you feel physically. By practicing release through thought and word, you are training both your mind and your body to live in freedom rather than tension. There is also a great power in moving your body as part of this process. A gentle walk, stretching your arms wide as if embracing the sky, or even placing your hand on your heart and feeling it beat. These small actions tell your body, I am safe. I am here. I am ready to be free. The body remembers the feeling of openness, and it becomes easier to return to it. Letting go is not the end. It is the beginning of something far greater. When the space inside you is no longer crowded by hurt, there is room for joy to flow in. Gratitude begins to rise naturally. You start noticing beauty in places you once overlooked. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of your own laughter, the feeling of ease in a quiet moment. These are the signs that healing is taking root. And as that healing grows, it becomes your new way of living, peaceful, open, and free. When you begin to release, even in small ways, you will notice a natural shift. It is not enough to simply clear away the heaviness. You must also fill the open space with something nourishing. When the heart is emptied of hurt, it is like a clean, fresh room waiting for light and warmth. If you do not consciously welcome something good into that space, old patterns may try to move back in. This is why it is so important to invite love, joy, and gratitude to take the place of what you have released. Gratitude is one of the most beautiful ways to fill your heart again. It does not have to be for grand events or perfect days. It can be for the smallest moments, the comfort of a warm cup of tea, the sound of gentle rain, the feeling of clean sheets, the kindness in a smile. Each time you notice something to be grateful for, you are telling your heart, there is goodness in my world, and I choose to see it. This choice builds a new habit, one that keeps your inner space filled with light. You can also fill your heart through acts of self-care and creativity. Doing something you enjoy, even for a short time each day, tells your mind and body that they matter. A walk in nature, journaling your thoughts, listening to music that lifts you. These are not luxuries. They are essential ways of caring for your spirit. When you nurture yourself, you send the message that your peace is worth protecting. The mind-body connection continues to be a gentle guide in this stage. The body responds to what the mind focuses on. If your thoughts are filled with appreciation and kindness, your body will naturally relax and renew itself. Your breath becomes deeper, your energy steadier, and your sleep more restful. You begin to live in harmony with yourself, where your thoughts, emotions, and physical well-being support one another instead of working against each other. As you fill your heart with love and gratitude, you begin to notice how much easier it is to keep your freedom. Hurt may still appear in life. It is part of being human, but it no longer finds a permanent home in you. You learn to notice it, breathe through it, and let it pass, just as clouds drift across the sky without changing the sun beneath them. This is how ongoing freedom feels. Living in this freedom means becoming gentle with yourself every single day. You may choose to create little daily rituals that help you stay grounded, speaking a loving affirmation in the morning, placing your hand over your heart when you need comfort, or ending the day by recalling 3 things that made you smile. These rituals are not complicated. Their power comes from repetition. They become anchors for your peace. It is also important to be aware when new hurts try to settle in. By noticing them early, you can choose not to let them grow roots. This is not about ignoring emotions. It is about meeting them with understanding, then guiding them out before they become heavy. When you see yourself as the guardian of your inner peace, you begin to treat your heart as a precious garden, pulling weeds gently and protecting what you have grown. You might find it helpful to carry a few affirmations with you, ready to call upon whenever you need them. Words like, I am light, I am free, I am whole, or every breath I take fills me with peace, can return you to the present moment. Speaking them softly to yourself can be like a hand reaching out in the dark, reminding you that you are safe and supported. Over time, you realize that letting go was not just about removing pain. It was about uncovering the life that was waiting for you all along. The life where your heart feels open, your mind feels clear, and your body feels at ease. This is your natural state, the one you were always meant to live in. And so, as you stand here now, breathing in this moment, let it be known that you have the power to choose peace again and again. You are not defined by the hurts you have released. You are defined by the love you allow in. Every time you choose to fill your heart with light instead of pain, you are choosing a life of freedom. This freedom is yours. It always has been. And with each gentle choice, it becomes the foundation on which the rest of your life is built. You can walk forward knowing that you are strong enough to release what does not serve you, wise enough to protect your peace, and open enough to welcome joy in all its forms. This is not the end of your journey. It is a beautiful new beginning where each day offers another chance to live in the fullness of your own light. And as you breathe deeply now, feel the truth of these words settling into your heart. You are light, you are free, you are whole.